Welcome to Daps Travels. I'm Mr. Daps, and today I'm joined, as always, by Johnny, and not as always, we are joined by Caitie as well, because
Hi.
We've all had a similar but different experience recently, and that is cruising on the Disney Wonder out of San Diego,
Yippee.
which just announced an extended agreement with the Disney Cruise Line that will keep it there for an extra 5 years and 1 million passengers.
Girl who's going to be okay is
No,
right now.
literally.
Yes.
I mean, Nicole Kidman,
Mhm.
getting
Literally,
a
the
divorce.
moment
yeah.
the announcement came out, I was like, I know who the happiest person on earth is.
Oh, yeah.
And
Great
it
for my
wasn't-
well-being, dangerous for my wallet.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
but great for your castaway status.
Correct. I will be Pearl in no time.
There we
Yeah.
go. So we just got back, well, a couple weeks ago from a media-hosted cruise on the Disney Wonder, and Johnny just went on a 3-day last week.
Yeah, literally, it was last Friday to Monday for my birthday.
So happy birthday, by the way. We already
Thank you.
texted you and did all the social media stuff.
Oh, it
but,
was your birthday?
what is that?
Gagged.
But we have lots to talk about, and we thought since Caitie was on board the Disney Wonder, we should include her in this conversation.
I was there.
You were there. We were all there. You were there.
And you were there?
Yes.
And you were there.
So-
and you were there.
Let's start with the beginning of the cruise, which was in San Diego.
Yeah,
And-
I've heard of it.
And they're down right in downtown where you get on the ship. It pulls right into, I mean, it looks like it's parking in downtown.
San Diego probably is the most convenient
Mhm.
home port that Disney Cruise Line has in regards to how close it is to the surrounding area, how close it is to parking and everything
Mhm.
like that. B Street Pier is right on the waterfront.
And doesn't it feel so deliciously retro?
It does.
Like
I
I
love
felt
it.
like I was stepping back in time into like we've watched the Love Boat on other cruises
a
that
little bit.
might be connected with that show,
Maybe.
and literally you're walking up to the pier and I'm like, oh, this feels more like the Love Boat than the Love Boat
Mhm.
as it does today in Los
Well, and
Angeles.
I was going to say, because we did just sail out of Port of Los Angeles, which is where the Love Boat originally was sailing out of. And we were like, oh, this is quaint. It's fun because we've
The Port of LA scares me
done
because of how big it is. It's so
100%
confusing.
We've done ports where it's like, oh, you hike to
Yeah.
the ship. So we're like, oh, this is fun.
It was
And
easy.
then we did San Diego. We were like,
well,
this is the best.
I think the biggest win for Disney Cruise Line is you're already in a tourist area.
Mhm.
Like there's the Midway, there's
You are in like the tourist area
Yes.
for downtown because
there's
you have
baseball, there's
Gaslamp.
You have
there's-
Gaslamp, you have Seaport Village.
Mhm.
The zoo is literally like 5 minutes away. Balboa Park is right there too.
Yeah.
Everything is so nearby.
The airport.
Even the airport's right there. We were watching planes take off,
Huh?
and
And
it
land.
was just, yeah, it was just so great watching that. We're just like, oh, which airline's that? Oh, there's
Mhm.
that one, and it was like, oh, okay.
and if you get the right hotel the night before, you can literally see the entire harbor and the sunset.
Mhm.
It's gorgeous. We were at it was the Hyatt.
Mhm.
And they have a rooftop bar that was perfect for the sunset. And
I love the Manchester Grand
And
Hyatt.
the train
Yes,
is
that one.
also right there.
yeah, the
the
train comes
train-
right down there too. So it's very accessible.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that because a friend of mine is also, funny enough, sailing on the Wonder tomorrow, and he was asking me about taking the train there from Fullerton, and Santa Fe Depot is literally 2 blocks away.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
it
could
was,
see it
it's-
from.
You can see everything there, like from any of the hotels you're staying at there, or even if you're on the ship, because the ship just pulls into the port directly. So
which is
the
so cool.
bow is like facing there. It's so
It's
pretty.
so cool.
I'm actually pretty sure I filmed a video that will be up on our YouTube channel at some point. But when we have our vlog up, we walked out on the bow
Mhm.
when we were still in the port before we left, and I'm 90% sure the train station is in it, not intentionally, just inadvertently, because it's that
You can
close.
definitely see it because I even saw the MTS trolleys going by there,
It's
so you can see
so cool.
everything. It's so nice.
And
I
then-
love that port.
The other advantage is not just the things on land in the port, it's when you're leaving. It's a gorgeous departure.
Mhm.
Like you're looking at all of the Navy stuff and all of these ships and
It's-
sailboats, and
I love it because like our stateroom was on the port side, so when we were leaving, we got to see the view of Coronado Island and the naval base over there, and then
Mhm.
on the starboard side, you got the view of Point Loma and everything as you're leaving. And there's something so picturesque about pulling out of there, and you get to see Cabrillo over there, and just it's so.
Don't you feel it's kind of the California, like when you idealize what California is,
Coast.
it's
Yeah.
that like California dream. Like this is exactly
And there's
what
a
you expect.
lighthouse and there's a bridge.
Yes.
There's a
an
reason why she was in
island.
Soaring Over California.
Yes, exactly. And there you go.
I
'cause
did
if
indeed make that joke when we were pulling out. I was like,
You asked the question, is that the ship? And I was like, no.
and then once I did see the ship, I went, oh my God, it's just like Soaring Over California. That was the joke I made. I wasn't supposed to tell the part where I didn't know what ship it was.
It's okay. It's okay. So it's a lovely port. It's a lovely departure. And I think one of the big parts that Disney does really well is as you're boarding the ship before your departure, they welcome you very, like it's unlike any other cruise. And the attention to personal detail as you're walking on the ship, don't you think is different than any other cruise? Like you've done a few cruises now.
I have, yeah.
What did you think as they were announcing the Daps family?
So one, I had seen videos of it and I was like, I wonder if this is something that like actually happens, right? Because I was like, oh, maybe it's like if you're a certain room booking or whatever. And I was like, I don't know, but I won't get my hopes up, right? Because I was like, how are you going to announce every person that gets on a cruise ship? And then I heard them announce every person that gets on a cruise ship. So they do have greeters essentially who ask, which I love this touch, how would your family like to be addressed?
Yes.
So how would you like to be announced? So you heard people announce like first name, because it was like, oh, they're friends, or like, oh, it's a girls trip, or what have you. And so us being able to say the Daps family led to a really cool experience, especially because Captain Mickey. But
which was really my big goal for the cruise, was to meet Captain Mickey.
Getting on other cruise lines, there's almost a anticlimactic element to boarding, because it's like you get up the ramp, because every time you're getting on a cruise ship, like there's this ramp and then you scan and then there's this moment you step onto the ship and you're like, wow, this is the ship. And most cruise lines
here.
It's like, okay, go on.
They're just like, keep walking.
Basically, it's like, this is a walkway, ma'am.
Or it's the, oh, we're selling watches over here.
Yeah.
Or, oh, we're like,
oh,
would you like to eat over here? Like, there's nothing rude.
No.
It's just kind of a like, you come this way.
It feels like you walked into.
Is it like walking into like a mall?
It kind of does,
actually.
The ships that we've been in, the embarkation area has been in like to the central shopping, like the plaza or the.
Immediately when you get on board, they're just like, so here's how you're going to spend your money.
Well, and the first thing you see when you walk in,
here's where to get your pizza, or here's where to get like,
this is these are the shore excursions. Like, do you want to book now, or do you want to book dining?
It's kind of like when you get to the other end of the atrium.
Yeah.
Like just skip the welcome part and like you're now in the other part.
Oh.
So it's kind of that where they're like, oh, you could eat here, you could shop there, whatever.
And it's the other piece, what was I going to say? I completely lost that. Never mind. Go.
For walking on board?
Yeah, I was going to say, oh, the other thing is that other cruise lines have these people in vests typically. Like think traffic safety vest.
Or security at Disneyland. You know how they always have that?
Yeah.
And it's like, ask me about internet.
Or ask me about excursions.
It's giving like the character host at Disneyland when they have the button that says ask me about characters,
yes, but it's like
way bigger.
Neon, and they have like an iPad and they're like looking for people that look confused. And that is their way of hospitality, but it's not as welcoming as hi to your family. Like, we already know who you are. We're welcoming you aboard. We're making it a celebration. That
even security was welcoming. Like
security was amazing.
The whole thing was great.
Yeah.
So you get on the ship, it's great. And where is, like, you always go get food first, if I remember from other cruises that you've
pretty much. I mean, yeah, whenever, because my family pretty much only sails concierge because we love it so much. So
shocked.
Fork found in kitchen.
So where do you eat?
I mean, they bring you to the dining room that's actually in just right off of the atrium or the Grand Hall, depending on what ship you're in. So on the ship, it's Triton's.
Okay, that's where we had our first dinner. But
also, you do have the option for all guests to have a nice sit-down lunch at the restaurant that is in the aft of the ship.
So
on the Wonder, it would be Tiana's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Wonder it was Tiana's. On the
map, yeah, there was a line for that. We just didn't know what it was.
There was the line for Triton's and the line for Tiana's, and we were so like, We don't
So we're
know
like,
what's
let's go to
happening.
Cabanas instead, which was fine. Like it was good.
Yeah.
It was a buffet. It was
That or like deck food. Deck food's
Um,
also always a good choice.
I
for me.
think
I'm just like makes
in
me want a hot dog
hindsight,
we
real
would have done
bad.
that
if we'd have known better. Like it's kind of you don't know what you don't know. So
Our first cruise, I was so lost, and I'm the
Yes.
person that likes to do my research, and I did my
Yes.
research, and I'm walking in there like I have no idea what I'm
and
doing.
We've been doing this podcast for quite some time now, and like we talk about Disney cruise all of the time, and we walk on the ship, and I'm like, I have no clue where anything is. I don't know what we should be doing right now. Like I know we're kind of supposed to eat.
No, it's
but, like-
so overwhelming, but I feel like it's so overwhelming in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't actually feel stressed or anything like that. You're just like, do I go here? What about here?
It's
Do I want ice
kid in
cream?
a candy
Where do I-
store.
yeah, it's like
100%
you're just
kid in a
there. You're
candy
like
store.
looking around and
Yes.
seeing everything there, and you're like, whoa.
Well, and the Wonder is such a different ship in some regards because of its size.
Mhm.
So it's
She's
not
tiny.
like
So cute.
when you're on a big royal ship or a princess ship where you're like, oh, I just walked down the middle, because you can't just walk down the middle. And there's not really when you first get on, there's not really a like natural, oh, this is where I should go vibe. It's
Yeah.
you kind of have to explore your way, and you're like, oh, cool, now I'm outside, or let's go up, because that seems to always be a good idea on a
Mhm.
ship.
Always go up on
And-
the ship.
Yeah, always.
Like, I don't know. So we explored a little bit, and we got some great views and photos, and quickly fell in love with the ship. I think was the immediate like, this is a fantastic ship.
Mhm.
And then we had Cabanas, and it was great. And I will say, the lesson I have learned, and you can tell me if this is your experience also, is you get chicken nuggets on the
Chicken tenders.
chicken tenders on the deck food places,
Mhm.
not in Cabanas, because
That
they're
is
hotter
correct.
there.
That is correct.
They're
Yes.
so hot and
'Cause-
fresh.
Because when I had them in Cabanas, I was like, these are fine.
And the
they're
thing
good.
is too,
like,
they're like in a hot holding container over there.
Correct.
yes.
So like, but
They
they're
pull them
still
out of the drawer.
But they're still so good, and they're so
Yes.
crunchy and everything. And it's
And-
like how, and I was just like, these have been here for a minute because they're in a hot held area. What do you
But
mean
they're
they taste like
not-
they're just fresh?
I literally went from like, oh, that's nice, to
I get it.
I was like, okay, I want more. And then I would get chicken tenders and ice cream every day. And that was
That was
just
at
like, you get ice
Pete's-
cream and then you get chicken tenders.
Pete's
So
Boiler
good.
Bites next to the pool.
Yeah.
I had so many chicken tenders when I was there, and hot dogs, and burgers,
I
See,
and
I
everything.
did like the burger. Yeah,
we didn't try a hot dog.
we did not.
I see, and it's one of those things, you don't know what you don't know. And that would be one I'm like, oh, I wish I'd tried that.
It's okay. I had to tell somebody that they still serve shawarma on the
I saw
ships
that
today.
I saw that. I literally was like, oh my gosh, even I knew the answer to that. I
Yeah.
was like, I wanted to be like, okay, so you
It's
could
like-
tag me.
we know where this is. Yeah.
On the Disney Wonder, actually.
Mhm.
Those where you could get shawarma.
Uh,
Sometimes a salmon sandwich also.
So they have
With, like,
rotational
spicy
dining.
chicken sandwich.
The spicy chicken
Yes.
sandwich.
And it was great for us because we had 4 nights to eat.
Yes.
And you had 3 nights, but you've been everywhere, so it's fine.
I was about to be on
Um,
this past sailing. I
and
did
you
not
just-
go to the rotational dining
So-
a single time.
So this is good that Caitie's here, because you can
Correct.
ask us any questions. So we had Triton's the first night,
Yes.
then we had Animator's Palate the
Mhm.
second night, then we jumped over to
Paulo.
Paulo, which was wonderful, and then we went to Tiana's the last night, which
Mhm.
I thought was the perfect progression of restaurants.
That is actually a fire rotation.
It was the-
that
it
is
was-
probably
We're
like
never
the
gonna beat that.
ideal rotation that I would want
Tiana's
on
was
Disney
the
Cruise Line.
Perfect
Yeah.
send off.
Like
In
it
my
was
opinion.
great because
Yeah.
It's a party at the very
It
end
is.
because it's just like nice, and you just get to like
Well,
Send
and
off that
when you
way.
have this, which we'll get into this. We'll get into this. I'm jumping ahead of myself.
So my question is, have you eaten all 3 of these restaurants?
have.
Okay, then we can all
we
participate.
like we can
Have
still
you
talk
also
about it.
done the other Animator's palette on the other ship? The one that has the interaction.
We're gonna skip that for now.
Oh, I was just
uh,
asking.
I was gonna say yes, I have done that.
Okay.
There's different
We'll
versions,
talk about that
but
later. Off the pod.
so Triton's, Animator's Palette, and then Tiana's. What was your favorite experience, and what was your favorite food
You go
in
first.
terms of rest?
Okay, for rotational dining.
Yes, for
Okay, we're
rotational
gonna-
dining, because I don't think it's fair to put.
I love my good rotational dining. I'm sorry. If it's a choice between you and Palo, you are literally getting thrown overboard. Like I'm
It's-
going
Yeah,
to Palo.
That's. I'm like,
You can't compare
I was like, if
them.
money
You
were no
can't.
option, I would
be there
the
every
same
night.
way. All right, so Katie,
I would do brunch. I would do lunch. I would do. So
which I guess brunch is the best.
That's what I've heard. So I would say that the best experience was Tiana's, in my
Mhm.
opinion, because
Okay.
that was magical. And I would say the best food was Triton's, actually. I really enjoyed.
I would 100. I 100%
I think
agree with that.
I actually
I'm
agree with you too.
Yeah.
100% in agreement.
And
I
I'm-
was like
I'm
saying it,
s-
and I was like, I think it's Triton's.
I think so too,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which surprised me because I felt thematically Triton's was the perhaps least exciting. 'Cause
Oh,
it's
It was the
easily. It's
Cheesecake
just-
Factory.
it's pretty, like it's fine.
Oh, you need to see Lumiere's on
Um,
Magic then. That is more Cheesecake Factory.
Like I liked the mural at the end of the wall, like that was
It's so
pretty,
pretty.
and the service was phenomenal. But like there wasn't, the Mickey Mouse moment or the Tiana, like it just was.
But the food
And-
stood out there.
But the food was great.
hmm
I think
um,
that's their take on it. It's definitely supposed to be the more elevated of the 3 rotational dining restaurants in
Well, then they
regards to even like
succeeded.
the cuisine that they have
Mhm.
and the environment. Because on all the ships, there's essentially something like that, where there's 2 heavily themed ones,
Oh, interesting.
and then there's just a very nice one because you have Royal Palace and Royal Court on the Dream class ships.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And those are just like walking into like a castle, very
Yeah.
princess theme, much more elegant. And
But
then you have
not
1923,
necessarily is-
which when you eventually say on which class ship, you're going to walk into 1923 and be like, is Holly going to come around the corner? This is Carthay Circle.
Oh, that's magical.
So that one will be my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my favorite restaurant on all the
I
ships,
could see
1923.
Okay, so now of those 3, are you agreeing with us on favorite food, favorite?
Oh, easily.
Okay, so that
Tiana-
was actually
I was
much
going to say
easier.
Tiana's definitely has the best environment and best experience. It is just so much fun. I
It
love
was.
it. Your servers are super interactive with you. Just
Mhm.
everything is amazing. And then Triton's, out of all 3 menus, is my favorite one.
Mhm.
Animator's Palate, I love you, but please.
It was fine.
I enjoyed it.
Like it was fun. I liked the Mickey Mouse moment at the end. Like,
Oh my
I thought
gosh,
that was
yes.
just adorable.
I've had the pork chop there 3 separate times, and it's just been dry every
Oh.
time. So that's why I'm just
Good
like,
thing
I
we didn't
love
get the
you.
pork chop.
That's true.
Those pasta persets, though, I need
Yes.
all of them.
He got,
Give me like an entire bowl.
he got the pasta per set.
They're
Yeah.
so
I was happy.
good.
I
They
felt
have no
like
right being that good.
everything I ate on the cruise, the only thing that I was kind of like, was the original chicken tenders
Yes.
in Cabanas.
On the yeah.
But did you
I-
get room service ones?
No.
No. So the trick was, and this was so kind of them. Every time we went to the room, Disney had sent us something, whether it was, they're like, oh, here's a cheese plate, or here's some macarons, or here's some like
Chocolate dip strawberries.
chocolate dip strap. Like literally every time we went back to the room, there was something to eat, it seemed. And they were
I
so,
love that.
they were so gracious. Like, it
they're
was-
so kind and they're so attentive.
it
And
was amazing.
If we're being completely honest, we weren't expecting anything the first time we walked in the room. So we were like, oh, this is wonderful. Like,
This is so cool.
this is what we get.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
I'd made that joke a few too many times. But then every time we'd come back to the room, we'd be like, oh my gosh, there's something else. We were like, okay, well, this is going to be it.
Mhm.
And then we'd come back again and we are like, there's something else. At one point, we were on our veranda. This is the most magical to me. We were on our veranda. We were drinking Prosecco on the veranda because as one does. We go back inside. We're like, there's macarons here. Where did the macarons
it
come
was-
from?
I didn't hear a thing, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
attentive. Like I notice things, especially when I'm in my own little circle
was
of
true
environment.
pixie
and
dust.
It was
Like-
No,
poof.
they're crazy
So we
like that.
never
They
did
do
room
stuff like that.
service.
Yeah. So
Because I wanted a room service grilled cheese.
I guess we should just hit the elephant in the room, and that's Palo. Because this is really
Yes.
this is the only reason they're here is because they wanted to talk.
Yeah.
about
I'm leaving after this.
So
You think
Palo
getting-
is in the back of, is it deck 10?
It's deck 10 after. I have a funny
Aren't you
Palo story though.
Aren't you impressed? I remember that.
I am, yeah.
So we had that on night 3,
Correct.
and that was also Pirates Night for us.
Yes.
And
You're not missing anything with the rotational dining pirate night menu.
Yeah.
right, I don't even know what it was, but so we realized that we were going to be cutting things a tiny bit close as we were hearing from everybody, like, oh, allow a few hours for this and whatever. And so we just were like, we're kind of hungry. Let's just go up and see if they'll take us early. And so we showed up a half hour early, and we're like, hey, can we just check in whenever you want to seat us? It's fine. Like, we'll hang out or whatever. They're like, oh no.
Who was your server in Palo?
Becky. Nikki.
Nikki.
She was amazing.
With a Y.
Yes. From Italy.
She's
Milan.
from Milan.
Yes. I was getting there. I was
I know,
tracking what
yeah.
it was, all of our things. Absolutely charming, amazing server. But what amazed me was the moment we walked in, like, how many times have we been to a restaurant anywhere, whether it's Disney or beyond, and you show up a little bit early, and they're like, okay, well, you can stand over there, and
They're
it's
just like
6:30, whatever.
they're like go to the
And
corner.
Yeah.
we fully saw the benches and we were like, oh, we'd be more than happy to just like hang
No
out
big deal.
here. The manager was like so like almost like offended that we were like, oh, we can wait. He was like, no, I have something ready
and
for
then
you.
and then we're like, yeah, we came up initially to watch the SpaceX launch, but it got delayed, so we're just gonna, we just thought we'd see if we could come in. And he's like, oh, well, you just tell your server if you want to go outside for the space launch, just tell them to hold your food and you can go watch the launch and then come back in.
He's like, but make sure you grab me
He's
by
like,
the
and
coat.
grab me on the way. And then I will admit, the experience was so great we forgot.
Yeah,
Like,
We got
which I think might be the best thing I can say about
because we do not miss
Palate.
launches.
We love launches.
Yeah. Palo. I've done Palo on both Magic class ships,
Mhm.
and I have done Remy on the Fantasy.
Okay.
I like Palo a lot more than Remy, and
Okay.
I love it because Remy itself was just a phenomenal, beautiful, elegant dining experience. And the servers were just so personable with you, still like how they were in Palo.
Mhm.
But I just love the environment of Palo. I love also our server, my girl Louise. She remembered us when we were on the Wonder last year.
that's fun.
When we sat down for our concierge lunch, I saw her walk up to us, and initially she didn't recognize us because I'm just like, okay, you literally see like thousands of people a year. I get it. But then I just looked at her. I was just like, girl, it was just like, you were a server when we were in Alaska on the Wonder. And then she looked at me and she was like, oh my God.
Oh,
Yes. So she was a gem. I was there yapping with her. We were in dinner for 2 hours, and like I'd say a good hour of that was just us yapping with her because I think we were one of her only tables.
I think that was similar for
great.
us.
We
Like,
had such
I loved her. I love her so much.
phenomenal time talking. We just started talking about like, well, where are you from in Italy? Where would you recommend we would go to Italy? And we are big people that if we can't decide between things, we will ask for opinions. She was more than happy to share. She's like, oh, well, personally, I love this sauce.
and
Or
it helped. Like, it definitely guided the meal.
everyone says the Dover sole, by the way. Everybody you ask.
Because it's so damn good.
Which it will be when
Everybody
I try
says
next time.
the Dover
Because I
sole.
did go with a steak
So
instead because I just was
Oh my God.
craving it. And it was delicious.
It was so
Like the food was delicious. Everything was fantastic. Like I've got no notes
I've
on.
not stopped thinking about the soup.
Which one though?
The chocolate
We got
souffle.
one of each.
He got the tiramisu.
Like they were both
I
great.
love you, but you're wrong. Amaretto all the way.
Or the
That's-
amaretto.
That's
Yes.
the one I got. It was delicious.
Amaretto just.
It was so good.
Maybe.
I was actually so bad this cruise. I was alluding to this earlier when I said I have a story about Palo.
Uh-oh.
I didn't go to the dining rooms a single time.
I think I picked up on that.
I had Palo every night because we were staying in the Walt Disney Royal Suite, and one of the perks that you get with a Royal Suite on Disney Cruise Line is that you can order room service, your rotational dining, or Palo to your room.
Rough.
And I was like, it's my birthday. I'm gonna do whatever
Good
I want.
choice. Good choice.
If it was my birthday, I would be drowning myself in Palo gnocchi, in Palo mac and cheese.
Oh, that
and
cheese.
that
Palo-
cavatappi
and Palo
pasta,
souffle.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, that's literally what we had. I literally, because we
I
did
would bury
twice.
myself in those.
I ordered that to the room the first night, and then the second night for my actual birthday, we went to the dining room.
Mhm.
And then night 3, I was like, I want the gnocchi and I want an amaretto souffle. And
Yeah.
then Bethany also ordered the cavatappi pasta to share.
So good.
Jackpot.
Also, it's $6 and it's like this big.
It's
Oh, it's very
It's
shareable.
huge.
Yeah.
It's literally huge.
We shared all of our stuff.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
And we didn't finish.
we didn't finish.
Because I think we got mashed potato or the whatever
the
that was.
potato puree, we got
Mashed
the
potatoes.
cavatappi, we got the asparagus, and we
Like, every-
got
Everything there is so good. And for an elevated, elegant dining experience, I cannot emphasize it enough. That value is phenomenal for like what you pay as well for that, because it is a premium
yeah.
dining
I
experience.
think
You walk away though, and you're like, I will come back here. I don't care how. Like, I'm coming back here.
I walked away being like, I want to go to sleep now.
yes.
And then at the same time, I'm gonna go film some pirates now and some fireworks.
The other thing, and I'm talking about this in an article that I'm also currently writing, is there is, funny enough, with Unreasonable Hospitality, it ties back in the story of Walt Disney doing the Enchanted Tiki Room. And he was like, well, why aren't the birds breathing? And they're like, well, Walt, no one's going to ask why aren't the birds breathing? And he said, guests feel perfection. And that is something that I think about a lot. And Apollo felt like that.
Yeah.
Guests feel perfection. You don't walk in, you don't go, oh wow, the glass is turned the right way, so the design is facing me or whatever. But you do subconsciously notice these things. One of the things that really impressed me about Apollo was we order and Nikki, our waitress, goes, well, how do you guys feel about mushroom? We're like, we like mushroom. She goes, okay. And then comes back and there was like a starter, like a palate cleanser, essentially, it was like a light mushroom with
the fried gnocco.
It was but it was one of those things.
Awesome.
Had that not happened, we probably wouldn't have even noticed. We would have still had a wonderful meal, but it was setting the stage of like, you're about to experience something truly awesome.
Which, and I did see a table that said apparently that they didn't like mushrooms because I didn't see that show up. But I don't know. Speaking of people feel perfection and that element of going the extra mile and showmanship almost in the hospitality, I think it's a good pivot point to talk about some of the specialty places throughout the ship. So maybe it's Cadillac Lounge, maybe it's Finn and
Crown and Finn.
Crown and Finn. Thank you. I was like, this is not coming out right in my head.
Yeah, Crown and Finn, Azure, French Quarter Lounge.
French Quarter Lounge. Great choice. We had phenomenal service we didn't have service in Azure, but the other three we checked out. And each one, as I'm sitting here talking about this, somebody did something that was above and beyond, whether it was smoke bubbles in my old fashioned in Cadillac Lounge, which there will be a video up at some point.
It's the best.
But I think I had like, what, 4?
Yeah.
Like, he saw how much everybody was enjoying the moment. So he just kept giving more. And then he gave one for Caitie's champagne because she was enjoying it. And like the entire lounge was enthralled with this guy doing smoke bubbles,
including the entertainer.
Fantastic. And then over at French Quarter, French, is that right?
Yeah, French Quarter.
Yeah. You get the little card collecting things when you're like
the coasters
that are cards. And she noticed we were collecting them, the server. And
well, we flipped over. We went, oh, that's cool.
And so we're geeking out about them a little bit. She's like, oh, well then you need all 4. And so she literally went away and came back and made sure that we had all of them and that they weren't ruined by,
she goes, I got you guys extra because you're using these ones for your drinks.
It was very sweet.
And again, how would we have noticed if that didn't happen? No, but it was going the extra mile for something that makes that moment that much more memorable. Are we going to know where those coasters are in 20, 30 years? Possibly not. Are we going to remember the way that server went out of their way to make our experience that much more magical? Absolutely.
And then I would just follow up with Crown and Finn. The server that we had literally felt like he should be a bartender in Cheers or something.
Yeah.
Because he was very invested in like talking with us, chatting about what we do, like where are we from? Where is he from? Like it was a very fun and engaging conversation. I particularly loved that they have the Kentucky bourbon barrel aged beer, which is what I love to get at the American Pavilion in Epcot, and you cannot get it anywhere.
In California,
like the last time I found it was in Illinois, and the fact that we get on the ship and we're sitting in there as trivia is going on, and it was just like, it's
well, I looked.
I need the whole keg.
I looked
at
the menu.
Oh, they were the big glasses.
I looked at the menu. I closed it, and I said, I know what you're ordering. And he went, I don't know. He goes, oh, a Guinness, because in a pub you get a Guinness.
And I hadn't really looked at
and I go, no. I was like, well, I'm getting the cider, and you should just look above the cider. And he goes, is it? And I go,
it was very fun.
I love that.
Did you have any fun experiences in any of the lounges or you didn't really go to
this sailing? I didn't go to any of the lounge.
I thought you went to Cadillac.
But you have in the past.
So
right?
I was in Cadillac for a whole 10 minutes.
Oh, love that.
That's
so
all
I got a beverage there. I said hi to Caitie.
Oh, Caitie Bell.
Yeah, Caitie Bell. She was great and whatnot. And I told her, I'm going to try to come back to see your sets. Newsflash, I did in fact not.
That's okay.
Because we were concierge. I was primarily in the concierge lounge up there because
why not?
Yeah, and especially the bartender that they had specifically on the sailing, I think is probably the best bartender that we have ever had.
Wow.
On any of our sailing so far.
That's a testament.
That's magical.
Her name is Pear, like the fruit.
Okay.
She
Spelled the
is
same?
spelled the same way.
Okay.
She was an angel. She made the absolute best old fashions,
Ooh.
best espresso martinis. There was a day where I'm just like, you know what? I'm just not feeling that great, but you know what? We're gonna rally. We're gonna push through.
As one does on a cruise.
I had a ginger ale. I had a
Love.
Blanca ginger ale.
Love.
So good.
Perfect.
Everything. It was just great.
Life spell balance.
Yeah, correct.
And it's
Actually, this past sailing was not about balance. This
like
past sailing
only
was about
3 or 4
binging.
days. You just go.
Yeah.
This past sailing was gluttony.
Because
Fair.
it's your birthday. I think birthdays are a thing to be celebrated.
Correct.
So
Yes. As we mentioned, Caitie Bell was the piano player in the Cadillac Lounge for however much longer she's doing that. Fantastic performer. Very fun to listen to her and engage with her as we were watching or spending the evenings, I guess, which it's a great location in the ship too, because you get the water right outside. Like it's
Those ships, I mean, the Magic and Wonder, the old ladies of the fleet, best locations for literally everything
they also
on board.
it's
Yeah.
so fun. It's just at a good enough level that you can look out the window and see the water, which I always find to be very magical. I also thought there was something so nice. I can speak specifically to Caitie Bell. The music that Caitie was playing, there was something for everybody. At one point, because they were an excellent connector, she ends up talking to a guest. Actually, I can think of 2 separate occasions. She ends up talking to guests. One, they say, Werewolves of London. And she goes, I haven't heard that song in a really long time. Next night comes back and had brushed up on it
And
to
learned it.
play for that guy.
Mhm.
And then the second one, she's like, oh, I've got a couple songs left. I don't really know what else to play. And this guy walks up to her and also had been one of the Cadillac regulars and asks for something. Goes, oh, do you know this? And Caitie goes, yeah, I know that. Goes back. It was Make You Feel My Love, which turned out it was their wedding song and it was their
It
anniversary.
was also the last song on the last night of the cruise. So it's the one
That's so cute.
And they danced in the middle of, like, they slow danced in the middle of the lounge.
and there might be video.
There is also video of it.
That will be up at some point.
But it
I
was
love that.
It was
this
really good.
moment that was so, like, it adds to the Disney magic of, like, are you in an overtly Disney place? No. Like, nothing, there's not Mickey Mouse print on the walls. There's not whatever, but it's that magic that Disney delivers of, like, you just got to watch somebody on the last night. It's 12:30. We're closing this place out. And it's this magical moment of Caitie didn't have to take a request, but was like, and like, as Caitie's playing piano, is literally just like watching it and is like, you can see that moment of, like,
It was magic.
it was so cool.
It was very
And that's just the level that everybody on the ship wanted to deliver. Not like, oh, this is what's expected of me. It was like, oh, this is what I want to give every guest on this ship.
well, and I think a next step for that would be talking about the character experience. Have you had character experiences on we don't really talk about these. I just realized.
I am not a character person. I see them and I run away.
I like to take pictures of them, and that's about my level of, like,
I see them walk out of the hallways and I'm like, oh, well, time to go to the deck.
You go,
Time to go hide in the cabin.
fair. So we may not be the greatest character people. She's very good with it. So she was very good at playing with Mickey, playing with Chip and Dale. I think Pluto at one point. Like, there were quite a few different characters, but the best character moment you can share about Caitie was on deck 4, outside on the day at sea, I think. So that was the first full day that we were on the ship. What happened, Caitie?
So we
And
go.
to my credit, I actually did start this
You did.
engagement, and I did interact with them for a good minute or 2.
Like, I had gone to the bathroom or something, so we were
Oh
separated.
yeah, I was stuck. That's right.
Yeah. You were trying to take pictures of just, like, the ocean, and I come out of the bathroom and the door slides open and I look and I go, oh my God, Chip and Dale are little sailors. Like, I think it all came out.
They were cute.
It all came out as one word.
So cute.
Because I was like, are you kidding me? This is so stupid. And so I walk up and they were helping the girls with their scavenger
Yeah, it
hunt.
was Oceaneers Club or whatever.
Oh,
Engineers Club was like-
they had the little scavenger hunts going on.
They said, oh,
Super
get a character to take a picture with this thing. You get a bonus point.
Yeah.
And so Chip and Dale are doing that. Super fun. Love that. And the whole time I'm just standing there, I'm like, oh my God, they're so cute. And so Daps is taking photos and I'm taking video. And I don't even know how we get from point A to point B. But I
happens.
start running away with Dale, like down the deck.
Oh my God.
Start running away.
That.
And I start telling Dale, I'm like, well, you've always been my favorite. Like, and so we go off starting chaos. We come running back at some point because, brothers can't be far apart for too long. And so I started apologizing to Chip and I'm like, Chip, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me. Like I had to run away with Dale. And then we decided that everybody else on the deck was not part of our cool kids club. So then we made a huddle and we all decided to tell secrets. And I said specifically to Mr. Daps, you can't know our secrets. Okay. And literally the chipmunks both went, and then we went back into our huddle.
Oh my!
And I was like, secrets. And then we all were like, like very important business to attend to. And the whole time, because
nobody else is out there.
Nobody else is out there.
Like
I didn't feel like I was taking anything away from anybody because frequently I'm like, I'm an adult. I want families to have these experiences. But I was like, I'm not taking anything away from anybody. I'm going to go crazy and have fun because I am very good at suspending disbelief, and I love characters. Characters are so fun. Like it becomes me and this character are the only people in the world, and I'm like, yes, no, tell me more. Like, oh, yeah, you do need to go eat cheese. That's crazy. Like I'm very locked in. Mm-hmm. So that experience has to go down as like in my almost 30 years of being a Disney fan, probably one of the best character interactions I have ever. It was very fun in my life.
And then 2 days later, we get called up to the top deck, and they're like, "Hey, we want you to meet at 8 a.m. for something,
a
surprise, whatever."
The surprise.
Okay. And as is our case, like I always believe you show up early because early's on time and on time's late, and that's not acceptable. And so we're up there early, and the photographer that we'd met on the first day, who took pictures of us with Bluey, because they gave us a preview of different things, and during a media reception,
took a picture at Animator's Palate.
Ooh,
which she remembered us there.
So she sees us kind of looking around because we weren't entirely sure where we were supposed to end up, and she's like, "Hey, over here!" And like she's for us, like our group, And so we end up getting pictures in front of the funnel, just the two of us, and then also with our media reps. And then as we're just kind of sitting there chatting, waiting for people to show up, out of nowhere, Captain Mickey shows up. And like, I got this picture. It's actually my favorite one is him walking up. It's not him in front of the funnel, because it's him strolling his ship. And it was such a fun moment. And that was really one of the things I wanted. Like our goal for that day was to meet Mickey. Like that was all on the agenda. Like it actually opened up our day.
Yeah, it did.
So we got to experience more of the ship because of that.
That's always good.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And so we got to take pictures, and she chatted and played with Mickey a little bit. And then we got a group picture with him as well, which was fantastic. But I think the takeaway we noticed is just how hard these characters work. Like they go above and beyond for everything to make the magic, to make the moment, to, there was a lady that walked up that wasn't part of our group. And I think this is really what Disney Magic's all about. Mm-hmm. And they weren't like turning people away or anything, but they were like, oh, this is for a special thing. And then they would, I think, just trying to keep things moving quick. But this lady walks up and I'm kind of off to the side, and she's like, do you think I could meet Mickey Mouse? And I was like, I'm not in charge, but I don't know why not. And she's like, my brother just died, and he really loves Mickey Mouse, or loved Mickey Mouse.
And I really need this.
And this lady is probably 65. Like she's an older lady. And I was like, I'm pretty sure you can meet Mickey Mouse. And
he's
literally,
like, I will make sure.
And in my head, I'm like, she's going to meet Mickey Mouse, whatever happens here. And thankfully, like everybody kind of just went with it, and she got to meet him, and it was a very sweet moment. And
but none of the cast had any idea.
None of them had no clue. Like they just made the magic moment. And then as they walked away, I was like, you guys just made this lady's trip. Like this was the moment. And it all touched them and moved them, which I think is also part of the Disney magic, is the hearts behind it. And you really do see what a little extra kindness, a little extra hospitality, that little extra Disney magic can really be life-changing for some people. And I thought that was just a phenomenal moment. But then you also see the characters like dancing, and the what are they called? The
deck
deck parties.
Like, I can't even imagine. Like, we had a pretty smooth trip, but like, I can imagine there's times where, well, even some of the stage shows, which we'll get into in a minute, but like the boat moves a little bit. It's not like a massive boat.
I had that thought multiple times. Yeah.
You can feel the ship moving through the water.
But like the sail away.
Yeah, Mickey's sail away party.
Yes. And you can describe this. Like, you've seen this, right? Yeah, describe it. I don't need to keep talking.
Have you seen a sail away?
Well,
actually, now that you asked me, yes, I have.
I was like, I don't know if he went out for
I've seen all 3 different variants.
So they do a concierge sail away.
I wasn't gonna ask.
Mickey goes, sir. Anyway, so sorry. Continue.
Have some cheese.
Please, my finest cheese.
They did have cheese in the lounge.
See?
Classic for a mouse.
They had a cheese man there with prosciutto, and I was like, sign me up.
Prosciutto, yeah.
I'll mess up. So sail away.
The sail away party. It happens obviously when you'd think it would. So after everybody embarks the ship, it actually happens after the thing that everybody dreads most on their sailing. I didn't think
was a big deal.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. The mustard.
My hot take.
I forgot about it now.
This will probably get me crucified by saying this.
Uh-oh. Should I hide?
Oh.
I'm not like them having the in-person muster.
That was great.
I get, and I think why they do it is because, especially when you have primarily a ship that is centered around families and little ones aren't going to be able to remember if they might be wandering on their own, or even if they're in the kids club or whatnot, where to go in case of emergency.
Correct.
So it's always good to have them physically be there, so that way you can show your 5, 6, 7-year-old, like, see this green sign here that says the letter E? This is where you go in case you hear the noise that's happening right now, and it sets better in their mind.
It does.
And it's just easier for everybody.
Well, I think it also, for us at least, it was a connection point with crew members too, because they're greeting you and welcoming you and putting you in your spot. And these people were people that we saw around the ship for the rest of the 4 days or whatever. And it was kind of one of those almost icebreaker moments that I didn't even realize in that moment. But now as you're talking about this, I was like, oh yeah, because, you had the guy that was the guy in charge or whatever. And he's like goofing off a little bit. And
they make it fun.
It's a Disney magic
They make
way.
it fun and they make it entertaining because obviously, as we all know, safety is the #1 key for the Walt Disney Company. And it very much shines through on Disney Cruise Line because everything that they talk about.
It showed they were serious about it.
Yes. It's
not in a hoity-toity way.
Yeah, no.
There's minimal fanfare on other ships or other cruise lines, because the cruise lines that we have sailed on, you basically scan your sea pass, or
whatever it is,
in this case the key to the world card. You do that and they go, cool, this is where you come. There's not a big gathering. It's, you do it, you get it out of the way, but there's not this like concrete like, hey, and it's like, okay, watch a video on your phone. This did feel very like, this is the sound you're gonna hear. And I agreed, we had families around us. It's intentional.
It is very intentional with their approach behind it. And again, it'll get me crucified. No, I firmly believe that it should be like that too, because
I agree.
Especially again, when you're dealing with something that inherently has a lot of family, children, even something as simple as like a communication barrier, because some people on board as guests might not even be able to speak like fully fluent English.
That happened.
Things like that can happen. Knowing where to go and physically be there, it just makes it easy for everybody to remember.
Physically be there for an extended period of time. It's not just checking in, checking out. It's like, okay, everybody's going to be here, and then you're going to go through.
And then we have you all.
And the thing is, too, that extended period of time is literally just 15 minutes.
Yeah,
it's not
like, oh my God, I'm waiting out on the open deck. Like, we were lucky for the stateroom that we were in, that our muster station was the Walt Disney Theater.
Oh, okay.
So we got to sit down, but there's been other times where I've sailed on the Magic and the Wonder where my muster station has been on the open deck, and it's again,
it was fun.
Like 15 minutes.
Yeah, it was not a big deal.
It's not bad.
We were like, this is fun.
I would say the only hard part was we were overachievers right afterwards, and where everybody else was heading for the elevators, we headed for the stairs and climbed from deck 4 to deck 10
for the sail wave.
The upper level for the sail wave.
So that's not that bad. When we were on the Fantasy, I had to climb from deck 3 to deck 12.
Yeah, see, that would be.
We were running.
Oh, no, I've done that before.
So I was just like,
that is.
So the advantage is we had the best spot to watch sail.
I saw where you were for sail, and my exact response was, oh wow.
Yeah, I earned it.
It was like, oh, you
did.
did earn that.
He did.
You did earn that. I was sitting exactly there too.
It's a great
My
spot.
final night there when I was just wandering the ship and I saw where you were and I was just like, this looks familiar.
You were like,
oh wait.
Missed
oh my
it by a week
gosh.
and a half. Yeah.
You were like, Mr. Daps has stood
Just
here.
said Mr. Daps has been here.
You like,
oh my God.
you picked up
I'm-
the sand and you went,
And then I
Mr.
had
Daps
the
has been here.
Darth Vader line. I sensed something. The
I-
presence I haven't felt since. Anyway,
oh my
sail
gosh,
away.
Princess Leia.
Anyways, yes,
Explain it,
because
since
if
we'll
there's
get to this.
if there's one thing we do, it's love to get off topic.
Yes.
Sail away. It's just a super, very high energy dance party with all your favorite characters where they're out on stage dancing. You can just feel the energy, and you could listen to, you know, what is possibly one of my favorite songs ever created for Disney Entertainment or Disney anything. It's the theme song to Mickey's Mix Magic.
But you know what?
And I don't know what the name of the song is because that's how much I don't like it.
I think it's called "It's a Good Time."
Something
that
like that.
thing. Anybody who's
I
had the
will say-
misfortune of listening to Mickey's Mix Magic knows
I
what
will
song I'm
say-
talking about.
It works better on
But
the
it
ship.
works. It works well.
Yeah,
It
worked
works
really
well here,
on
so
the
I
ship.
can't be mad at it.
I had an unfavorable reaction when I said, "Oh, we're listening to this Disney Cruise Line podcast
And it-
or playlist,"
And
and
it
you
popped.
said, "No, you." I
Oh,
said,
yeah, that's right.
"I sent it," and he went, "That's not going to be the Sail
Oh
Away
yeah, when
song."
you because
And he said, "It's Mixed Magic," and I said something along the lines of, "You must be kidding," because I was like, "Really?" But on the ship, I was like, "Oh my god, everybody, get your ears on! Get
They-
your ears on!
It actually makes sense. Like,
It's
they
a
do.
good time."
and this has been a common theme that we've obviously touched about the entire time because we're obviously very much parks people here, but
I've never been to Disneyland before.
that's actually so funny. Neither have I.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
Whoa, we should go sometime.
We should. Let's go to Carthay, get some martinis.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, Sail Away.
So everything that we've talked about too, where it's just like you're talking about how amazing, how fantastic, how just absolutely wonderful DCL is. It is such an elevated version of like what the Disney experience is.
Yeah,
And I think I can speak on behalf of all three of us saying where it is the current standing pinnacle of what the Disney difference is.
it's the exception that you get at Disneyland from select cast members that are absolutely phenomenal.
Mhm.
And if you put them in there, they would still be absolutely phenomenal, but they'd just be leading a pack of people, their
Mhm.
peers.
Correct.
And there's definitely an exceptionalism that you find on the cruise line that that I don't know if I was skeptical about, but I definitely had I want to see it for myself. Is that safe?
No, that's
Like-
totally understandable because you hear people talk about it and you're just like, really? Is that true? I don't know. And then you go on there and you're just like, they weren't
it's
lying
kinda
to
like-
me. Like it is there and it is very much live. I say to everybody that I know that Disney Cruise Line is, in my opinion, still like what the Disney difference is.
Correct.
And they role model it day in, day out through every interaction. Everything is done with thought and intention behind every single thing, no matter how big, no matter how small.
So my hot take with all of this,
Ooh.
and then you can go.
Okay.
It actually was very familiar to me,
Okay. This is
which
what I was gonna
shocked
say.
me, because I got on and within about a day, I was like, oh, this is what it would be like. Well, this was what it was like to be at Tokyo Disneyland.
Yep. That's exactly what I was
It
going to
felt
say.
like the hotel there. It felt like the service in the parks. Like it felt so familiar, other than no language barrier.
Yes.
but like it was such and you didn't have quite the same. Actually, you did have a similar crowd flow of like,
Mhm.
because the thing that I don't know if it surprised me, but it definitely was worth noting is like when there's character meet and greet times. This is probably part of the reason you move away. Is like it's a popular thing. Like I had no clue.
Especially if it's the Fab Five in the atrium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then the
Or
Navigator
Pirate
app.
Night.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
favorite anything in the Navigator app in regards to like character showtimes or not, the Navigator app sends you a reminder 15 minutes before they're scheduled
you're
to
too-
You're
appear.
already too late.
You are too late. If you get in
Yes.
line, you're going to be waiting an hour.
If
Yeah.
you're reading this, it's too late.
Yes. No, it was not something that was on my radar of like, oh, because the ship did not feel full.
No.
The entire like it
No.
felt comfortably like there's people there, but it did not feel crowded in any way. And so you don't expect there to be a line for care, and there really
They
does.
do, and I think what it is because they have such a large variety and plethora of entertainment opportunities,
and they're amazing.
combined with a fantastic ship design.
Mhm.
that the Disney Wonder can be loaded with its grand total of around 2,800 guests, and you don't ever feel like that because of how they're able to distribute people.
It works.
And also,
really well.
you can always find a table. You can always find a place to sit. You never
It was
wait
great.
super long for ice cream.
Yeah.
Important to me.
But
it does feel like Tokyo Disneyland.
Yeah, it's very much like that. So then we had that deck party when you sail a wave, which I thought it was a sail. I don't know how I didn't pick up that there was a pun in that, but
there was literally the big hand that
literally
waves
the
too.
hand is the V.
I was looking through it.
It's fine.
Camera.
It's fine.
It was, once I realized, I was like, oh, that's cute. But then also Pirate Night, you have another deck party thing, which I loved. Like the Sail Away, I thought was fun. Pirate Night, I loved because you got Captain Hook and Mr. Smee crashing this pirate. It kind of reminded me of some of the interactive shows we have at the Designer Resort where they're like, do this and join the, like you're part of it, but you're watching also. And the best part of that one to me was when Captain Hook and Mr. Smee showed up. They used the music of Hook, not the Disney Peter Pan music. John Williams.
You guys don't understand
Hook.
how big of a deal this is.
And
You
it
guys
was
don't
such
know.
a brilliant use of music that also is kind of like, you have your own Peter Pan music. You have your own Captain Hook music. Arguably, I like this one better. But it was one of those geek out moments that probably went over the heads of 99% of the people that were watching that night. And
Me included.
you didn't know. See, did you?
I didn't watch the party.
That's okay.
I was about to be like the sailing. I didn't watch the party because we were in Palo.
Had
while
you
it was
seen that
happening.
one before?
No. So
Okay.
the Magic has a different version
okay.
of it right now.
With different.
Because did Mickey kind of come down between the two funnels?
No.
And this one, yes.
They had a pirate do that.
Yeah, so they had Mickey do that
Because
on.
doesn't Captain Jack in another one?
Yeah, I think that's on.
Like, I think there's different versions.
There's different versions of the show amongst
Yeah.
the different classes of ships, and the one I saw previously on the Magic, I saw, and then I want to say this is the one that I saw on the. They're similar to the Wishes one.
Okay.
So
It was
again,
fun.
I'm not sure because I love waiting for the shows, but if there's an area I can just watch the fireworks from where I'm not in a crowd of people, that's where I'm going to be.
That's so
That's a
valid.
home run. And like now that we've done it, I do think it wouldn't be something I would do every time. Like I could see it being one of those like, oh, this is a different show. Maybe I want to check it out. But I also would definitely see the like, oh, I can sit here and just watch the fireworks because the fireworks really are surprisingly fun.
Yeah.
It's not just tiny little pyro or not something where you think of like at the castle at Disneyland where the pyro just comes out of it. It's just that they're actually really cool.
Yeah, it was. I thought they did a great job. The music made sense. It was fun. From where we were standing, kind of where we were just talking, I was basically in the same spot. You could see them launching it like off to my right, so you could see like the little.
Oh yeah, because they're in the aft funnel.
Yeah, and
launching them.
I was like, oh, this is so cool.
It was the coolest thing in the world.
like it was. I thought it was a great show.
My favorite thing about that too is that all of that's biodegradable and it turns into fish
Yeah.
food.
That's
which-
we were told at Crown
the
and Fin.
pub. Yeah.
He goes, I bet you guys didn't, or he says, oh, well, the fireworks, because we were dressed for Pirate Night.
Mhm.
He goes, yeah, the fireworks, they actually turn into fish food. I was like, and I had this moment, I say it in one of our vlogs, of course Disney would go that extra mile. Like, of course Disney would not be launching fireworks if it was a threat to any life in the ocean. But I never even considered like, oh, we're actually feeding the fish
Mhm.
out here. I was like, oh,
Exactly.
well, why not?
Yeah, it was fantastic. But no, I thought it was a great entertainment offering, and they had 3 other fantastic entertainment offerings,
Yes.
and that was in the Walt Disney Theater.
The
See,
3
I-
shows in the Walt Disney
I got
Theater.
there finally. So what are the 3 shows,
Yes.
Johnny?
It's going to be the Golden Mickeys.
Which we
Mhm.
had our first night.
The Golden Mickeys are tonight.
The Golden Mickeys are tonight. I actually won. And by one, I mean I went to the shop and bought one.
Fair. You know what?
What?
Good choice.
Ensign Benson.
Okay, so then-
Yes. And then we have Frozen.
Mhm.
And then what is possibly one of my favorite productions on Disney Cruise Line, Disney Dreams, an Enchanted classic.
I thought
I
they
was
were all
shocked.
fantastic.
I was shocked by it.
I think for me personally, the Wonder probably has the best show lineup. Maybe
Okay.
outside of the Treasure, because I feel like the Treasure would also have a good one because you have Seize the Adventure, Moana, and Beauty and the Beast.
Mhm.
But I can't speak for that yet because I haven't seen those.
Put it on the list.
Get on it.
Out of the 4 Golden Girls, the Wonder has the best show lineup.
And of the 3, what was your favorite?
I would say what is it?
Disney Dreams.
Disney Dreams.
Disney. I was like, I'm so sorry. There's so many adjectives that could describe Disney magic. Yes, Disney Dreams, in my opinion, was my absolute favorite, which shocked me. And something double shocking, that's been running since the ship had its maiden
And
voyage.
clearly they updated it because like the whole Rapunzel part, I was like, wait a minute. But it was adorable.
Yeah.
Right.
And the kid had, an iPad. I was like, the original script, the kid didn't have.
It was a book or something.
Yeah, a book with like a light or something.
I mean, it does make you wish you could have gone back and seen the original version to see how it evolved. Oh, there you go. Well, you said no videos.
I know, but there is video that I have found.
Okay, well, it exists. Somebody was not. I mean, we saw people that weren't necessarily listening.
But that one really shocked me because, Frozen obviously feels like just a home run, especially when we come from California. Frozen Live at the Hyperion. It does kind of feel like an adapted version of that.
Gone but not forgotten.
Gone but not forgotten.
I thought it was better.
I thought it was better as well.
Yeah,
like I thought this was. Yeah,
I thought the pieces that were different were better, were improvements. I thought the golden Mickeys were magical. I had no idea what to expect. I was like, obviously it's an award show type thing.
It was so charming.
So stinking charming. At no point did I knew there was going to be this grand costume change for Ensign Benson, obviously. Did not expect the trombone.
It was a little predictable, but it was wonderful.
But I did not the trombone really caught me off guard. Okay. Like, here, play this.
Yeah.
I was like, what? But Disney Dreams, it was encapsulated like this. It's almost Hook-esque. Funny enough you say Hook, in the like, yeah, dreams are for babies, like I gotta grow up. And like Peter Pan teaching this girl starting middle school how to like dream. I was like, oh, this is like such a fun Disney, like only Disney can do this.
It's quintessential Disney. Like you look at that and it conveys all the emotions,
and it's warm fuzzy. It's
warm fuzzy, and then by the end of it, I'm crying like a little baby.
Yeah,
it was phenomenal.
She flies, and you're like,
it's so good.
And then
like,
once
you can
again,
fly, Anne Marie.
Look at these performers doing these on a moving vessel.
Yeah,
because I feel like every night when we were in the front, you could feel the ship moving more than
in the forward
places of the ship.
Forward of the ship. You can feel the movement. And that's where the Walt Disney Theater is on every ship.
And it was amazing. Like. And they just did their thing and made it work. And I think we had one. Was it in Frozen where there was a moment where we, like, they stopped the show for a second?
In the Golden Mickeys.
It was Golden Mickeys.
It was right before Aurora.
Yeah. So there was definitely things that happened because it's a breathing ship.
Yeah, that happened with us twice during Twice Charmed on the Magic, where we had 2 stops for technical difficulties. But they do such a good job recovering from it.
The other thing that's so wild and crazy to me is having been somebody that was in theater. Shocking. I was a theater kid. Who would have guessed? Somebody that had done theater. When there is an open pit, you don't go within 2 feet of that open pit. Okay. I was like, there's an open pit. You're doing choreography near, and the ship is moving.
It was amazing.
Oh my God. You guys are so good at what you do. Like that. Because I would just stare at it like this. I was like, oh my God, open pit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's no.
No, they are. They're so good at what they do. They're top tier talent. Like when they say Broadway, they use the term Broadway style.
Yes.
For me personally, I would say it's more like Broadway caliber because you get really, really, really close to the talent level that you would get.
Do you think part of it
Broadway.
too is just it's not as long? Like I had this thought in my head. I'm like, maybe part of that is, it's a little bit more truncated, so they're not doing a full.
I think so. And then we were also lucky when we were sailing on the Magic, where they will sometimes do like the Broadway stars at sea on select sailings.
Yeah, that.
And our sailing on the Magic was one of the ones where they had some people on. So that was
the sailing after us on the Wonder.
That would be very cool. The final thing that we had from an entertainment standpoint was it Till We Meet Again? Till We Meet Again.
Till We Meet Again.
Which is this adorable goodbye moment with all of the characters from both like on the decks and also on the stage. And they all came out.
Which, mind you, we didn't know about.
We found out about it very last minute. It was fantastic. And we ended up with a very, I thought, great spot for it. And it is just a moment to say goodbye.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I have to give Disney Cruise Line credit where credit's due, because every single time I disembark one of those vessels, I'm always so upset that it's coming to an end. And I sometimes have those similar feelings when I'm staying at Disneyland or Walt Disney World, but it doesn't come near to like the same feeling and the yearning for wanting to go back than it would be on cruise line.
Yeah.
Especially like that little thing. It's just, again, it's all warm and fuzzy, and it's just
it's like 15 minutes. Like it's not.
It's short. It's short, and it's just like literally like the cherry on top of this beautiful, like well decorated cake that could describe your voyage on the ship.
Again,
exactly it.
Something that would be so easy to not do. And I think that's really what sets hospitality apart is, are you going to do the thing that if nobody does it, or if you don't do it, nobody's going to notice? Are you still going to go and pursue it because it's going to make it more magical? And that's what Cruise Line does. Because this is a moment, they do a big introduction of characters, but say you were like, I really wanted to meet Ariel and I haven't. This is your like chance to say hi to Ariel, to say hi to a bunch of characters, people from the stage shows, like a lot of really cool things. But at the end, and I've talked about this in person, and I want to say it here because I think it's so important. I'm sure there's other ones where it's like, magical and boom and confetti, and we're doing this. They do. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. Amazing. Then they go MICKEY, and they sign the rest of the song.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a lot of moments about representation, and I just think of the kids that maybe sign is a secondary language or a primary language or their codas or whatever it is, and being able to see their language represented like that is magical. And it's doing it in an art form. It's making it like it's literally saying goodbye to everybody there. And it was one of those things where I was like, oh my God, I just saw a work of art.
It reinforced the strength of these the song sign that they're doing on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like those are fantastic as well. And it really was a beautiful, simple little moment that allowed everybody to say goodbye. But as we are starting to run out of time and get prepared to say goodbye ourselves, for each of us, what is your favorite thing about a cruise on the Disney Wonder in the month of April or May? So this last cruise for each of you, what is that one thing that stands out that really, like, if you could just share that thought, that moment, that feeling with the world, what would you pick? And whoever wants to go first can, because I think Johnny might have thought of something right away.
Go for it.
I was going to say mine is very unique because our port day in Catalina Island was on my birthday. So we had been in Catalina Island. We'd done everything we wanted. And before we had disembarked on our tender boat, I went up to the concierge lounge to get something. And the concierge lead, Fabiola, absolute gem of a woman, told me, she's like, you need to come back up here later on today. We have something for you. And immediately when I hear that, I'm just like, I'm suspicious. What's going on here?
Yes.
So I'm doing everything, whatnot. I'm going back up into the lounge, like just after we get back on board at around 2:30 p.m. and kind of just going back and forth, enjoying my day. And then I decide to go ahead with my friend Bethany. We decide to open one of the bottles of wine that was in our stateroom.
Yeah.
And we go ahead and just sit there and enjoy it on the veranda because you get this very picturesque view of the ship in Catalina. And it looks like the Mediterranean.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
So we're just there enjoying it. And then all of a sudden I hear my dad in the background calling my name. And I'm like, yeah, I'm over here, just like on the veranda. Because just like maybe he doesn't know where I'm at. I come by and I see two of our concierge hosts and our concierge lead server. So you see Fabiola, Amanda, and Andrew over there holding a certificate that says like, we're wishing you a happy birthday.
Okay.
With a button and this tiny little cake dessert.
That's cute.
As they're singing me happy birthday. And I going above and beyond like that, especially where it's just, you see this. Yes, I got to know them, whatnot, especially because with Fabiola, she had been a previous host for us on the Disney Wonder prior. So just having that deep of a level of connection where it's like they're really going out of their way to ensure that this guest feels celebrated, feels appreciated, things like that. It really warmed my heart, especially because this birthday didn't feel like anything special. I'm just like, oh, it's just another day. That got me to cry. Like it really got me to cry. I was just there looking, my friend got video and it was just.
Thank you, Bethany.
Yeah, like, great.
But it was just such a wonderful experience.
Well, and the thing I love about that too is down in the rotational dining rooms, I noticed as we were getting on that people that had been on multiple cruises were having similar reconnections, I guess is a way. And so it shows that it's across the whole ship too. And you have your unique version of that up in Concierge. But like you saw these little reunions, I guess you could say, happening. And it was almost weird in a way for us, just that like it was kind of like going to Disneyland, where it's like, oh, hey, whoever, you know, pick our cast member that we love. And it kind of had that feeling, but you're going somewhere too. So it was such a weird and awesome thing. All right, what's your favorite?
So I actually alluded to this at the beginning. Ugh, we love a foreshadowing. Tiana's was our last meal for rotational dining. So the part one of this experience is Tiana coming around while you're eating food at Tiana's, and Tiana talking to you about like, oh, you know, I got this from my daddy and I did this, and you know, this sugar mill, and like it's literally the whole like,
and commenting on my bow tie,
like, oh my god, this play's about you. Like that was the first part. I was like, oh my god, this is something that literally it can't happen on Princess Cruise Line. Like, is somebody from the Love Boat gonna come out? Like, I don't know.
Captain Stubing.
Yeah, surprise. Remember the monkey that guest starred in one episode and he was wreaking havoc?
He's here.
Hold
on your hat.
But but it's like that's something that can only happen on Disney Cruise Line. The second part of that, and this is why I loved that this was our final rotational dining. There's this big party at the end where they do like the third line that they do in New Orleans, where like there's like the party and they all have the umbrellas and they're dancing, and it feels like, especially when you have this camaraderie with your servers and you've gotten to know them, it's so fun to see them, like, because we've all been to the restaurants where like Cold Stone, where they have to sing when you tip them, or like the restaurants where they line dance or whatever. You can see the employees that go, my god, it's every 15 minutes, okay, I have to do this again. And this, they were like lining up and they're like, oh yes, like we get to do this big party again. And it was one of those moments that is so quintessential Disney, and I found myself kind of welling up because I was like, this is what Disney's about. Is it is it the Mickey Mouse is on the wall and there's fireworks from the ceiling? No, but it
you never know.
That did happen at Animator's Palate.
I was going to say, you're describing Animator's Palate.
Which was its own magical moment. But there was just something so human about this. And it was so hospitable. And it just felt like being at a party with your friends that you love. And that's kind of the moment that when I reflect back, I'm like, that was such a warm, fuzzy hug of a moment.
Yeah. Nice. I'm going to go with a generalized one, and that's its space. And I loved Cadillac Lounge, mainly because I always love, everywhere we go, I love finding that Cheers-esque environment where you come in, and this was definitely, I think the whole ship was really kind of a Cheers-esque environment. Like if you're going into, you know, rotational dining within moments at Palo, like even the guy that would serve the chicken tenders, like they start recognizing you very quickly, and they go the extra mile to make you feel like they do know your name. And they do. But I felt like, especially in Cadillac Lounge, you had that kind of Cheers familiarity, and we might not have had Norm there, but we did have some of the other personalities that were there every night,
because we all ended up back in Cadillac.
You know, you'd see the show, and then later in the night you'd go there, and it was just a fantastic vibe and community that came from all of these different walks of life that just ended up in this Cars themed. And Cars, I mean, quite literally, not like Pixar,
like Cadillac cars.
like an actual car.
Yes,
like a vehicle,
not Cars,
no Pixar,
just ka-chow,
not Radiator Springs.
I was like,
slow down,
I could see it
racing yet.
I could totally see it at some point, but no, it's such a charming and wonderful environment, and you know that was definitely. And I always love a good piano bar. I was
gonna say,
like, if you have a good
piano bar
for that,
and winding down with some Disney jazz, and it does become an adults only area after 6 p.m. or something.
It was 9, but
yeah, sure. But it's like it becomes that adults only area. Disney jazz. It's like a sophisticated lounge. It's just a nice.
That's like how it was on the Magic too in Keys, because Keys is
their version.
It's their version of it. Exact same footprint, but like different theme. Just like that too. Same on the Fantasy with Ooh La La, which is like their French-inspired one, but that's the piano one. It's a champagne bar. Divine. I could go off on a tangent like that, but it's that same environment and it's that same motif. And what I love, I'm going to go on a little tangent here. What I love about those areas, what I love about After Hours, the District, and Europa on the Golden Girls, is that they are just so beautiful and well done. They have that Disney quality, that Disney level of immersion, but it isn't distinctly Disney.
And if you go into Crown and Finn, there's some really fun little Easter eggs.
Same with O'Gills.
So many. Yeah.
And it's like you can go...
Totally makes sense.
You can go to like these little places and it's going to be something super small and it's just going to be there as an Easter egg. But they are truly these grown-up, adult, refined, elevated spaces.
Yeah.
It's great.
Love.
Yeah. Fantastic. And there's so much more that we could talk about with the cruise, whether it's excursions, game shows, trivia, other entertainment. Like there was so much. Like it's hard to pack it all into one episode, but we did our best. But before we wrap this up, Johnny, what do people need to do that we forgot to tell them to do at the beginning of the episode?
Oh no. They should definitely go ahead and give this a 5-star rating if you really enjoyed listening to this, and go ahead and give us a follow so that way you could go ahead and listen to all of our continued Yap sessions of this type, whether it be cruise line, whether it be other travels or anything else related. And definitely be sure to go ahead and check out Daps Magic on any of your social media platforms and make sure to give it a follow.
There we go. And share it. If you liked it, share it for anybody that would enjoy joining the conversation with us as well. Thank you for joining us, Caitie, and giving us an hour of your time. And thank you for listening, watching, whatever it is, because you can watch us now. That's stepping up in the
You can see video form. You can see what we actually look like.
This is us. It's really us.
But... Oh, this is not what I look like. I did Facetune myself before I got here.
Oh, okay. There we go. But anyway, thank you for watching. Make it a great week, everybody. Keep kind. And we'll see you in the parks or on the ship.
Bye.
Bye.